Yes, hello everyone. I am Shakuntala from Gurudev Academy Dharwad here, and again I am back with the questions of NEET of Biology session of mock test 9 here. Okay, so here with the part 2 of 166th question. So let us begin with the questions here. So select the correct statement here. So we have to select the correct statement from the given options. Polymerase chain reaction is used to detect the HIV in a suspected AIDS patient. Yes, automatically here. So polymerase chain reaction, that is PCR technique, is used here. Early detection of PCR is not possible. Yes, early detection of by PCR is possible. It is not possible. So here the option they have given is it is not possible. Yes, it is possible where we can detect the AIDS or HIV virus in an early detection by using the PCR technique here. The second thing, the third question comes, the third option is pomato is a somatic hybridization of the tomato as well as potato here, right? It is, that's why the name is called as pomato, where we can grow both pomato as well as tomato here. And the third one is a probe is not tagged with a radioactive molecule. It is tagged here, okay? So whenever it is been tagged with a radioactive molecule, then only it is been visualized in an autoradiography film here, otherwise it is not. If it is a mutated genes, then automatically the probe is not going to have the complementary here, then it cannot be visualized. But in the normal gene sequence, this probe has to get complementary tagged with the radioactive molecule here. So the correct options or the correct statement from the given options are, one is, that is option A and option C here, okay. So A and C are the only correct option from the given question here, and the remaining two are not going to suit for the question. Right. So question number 167, which of the following contraceptive method is mostly suitable for a couple who is seeking for a long term here and reversible contraceptions with maximum reliability if properly used, okay. So you know that the contraceptives, it is going to control the unwanted pregnancy here, okay. So again it has been classified into the temporary contraceptive as well as the permanently contraceptive here. So here in case of, they have given the options here, lactational amenorrhea, as you all know that it is a temporary contraceptive which is under the natural contraceptive method here. Then tubectomy is a permanent, but if it is a permanent contraceptive, but this couple are seeking for the long term reversible, but this tubectomy, it is an irreversible method here, that's why it is called as permanent, or it is called as the sterilization method here, one. And the third one is intrauterine devices. Yes, so here this IUDs, in generally we call it as IUDs, and this IUDs can be inserted into the female genital tract here, and it is a reversible, and it is going to reliability for the long term. It can be used for 3 to 5 years here, one. And the implants, yes, even these implants which are kept under the skin here, it can be also used for 3 to 5 years here, which are going to have the least effects. Emergency contraceptives are nothing but like the condoms here. So the right options for long term as well as reversible contraceptives are these two, okay. That is intrauterine devices. Again it is in intrauterine devices we have many like hormonal IUDs, we have copper releasing IUDs, we have non-medicated IUDs and so on, okay. So CU7, CUT, multiload 375, progestasert, okay, LNG20, these are the different names of the the IUDs given here. So option C and D are going to be what? They are going to be the correct option for the conditions of a couple here who are going for plan to a baby. Next, again here you have to match the least one with the least two here. Least one, so here they are nothing but the hormones given. Thyroxine hormone, you know that thyroxine hormone, the name itself tells that thyroxine is a hormone secreted from the thyroid gland here, which is a combination of iodothyronine, tetraiodothyronine or triiodothyronine here. So we will match it surely. So it is iodothyronine here. Epinephrine, yes, epinephrine is, it is an amino acid in derivatives. And estradiol, they are the steroidal hormones here. Glucagon, it is an peptide hormones here, okay. So you have their origin as well as the name of the hormone they have given. I have matched it correctly. You can just choose the question given from the options here. Right. Now, which of the following statements are incorrect? Okay, so let us see. The rate of physical or chemical process refers to the amount of the product formed per minute. Yes, exactly. Next one, the rate of reaction can also be called the velocity if the direction is not specified. It is not specified, the right, it is wrong here, but it should be what? The velocity if the direction is specified here. Okay, so next one, inorganic catalyst works effectively or efficiently at a high temperature. Exactly. All enzymes are what? All enzymes are protein. Not so. Okay, so all enzymes are not going to be proteins here. Some enzymes are acids too here. Okay, so here this is not going to suit, as well as this here. Okay, the rate of reaction can be also called the velocity if the direction is not specified. It should be in a specified here. So option C and B and D are the only options which are going to be incorrect of the following. Okay, next. Again here, so here again you have to match least 1 with least 2. Again it is of the contraceptives here. Already you know, non-medicated IUD, oral pill, male condom, hormone releasing IUD here. So non-medicated IUD, there is only one non-medicated IUD, that is called as Lepis loop. Yes, it is an Lepis loop intrauterine device. Oral pill, yes, it is an the Saheli is one of the oral pill here, which is called as steroidal pill here. Okay, non-steroidal pill, once a week pill here. Saheli intrauterine device. It is not, it should be not Saheli is an not a device here, it is an oral pill. Male condom, it is the name of the condom, that is Nirod. And hormone releasing IUD, either it is LNG20 or it may be the Progesta cert here. So I have matched the correct the given options. You can go with the options given below. Okay, right. Okay, again here given below are the two statements here, statement 1 as well as statement 2. What does the statement 1 tells us? Let us see. Homo erectus had a large brain capacity of 1400 cc. Was it a Homo erectus? Not so. It is the Neanderthal. Okay, 1400 cc was the brain capacity of Neanderthal man. Then what would be the the brain capacity of the Homo erectus? It is 900 cc. Okay, just don't get confused here. It is 900 cc. And the statement 2 states that disturbance in Hardy-Weinberg equilibrium results in evolution. Yes, automatically if there is an disturbance in the Hardy-Weinberg equilibrium, that is P plus Q the whole square, where the equilibrium should be constant, then if there is something defect where the if A is not going to remain constant, then automatically it leads to the evolution here, right? So statement 1 is incorrect. It is because of the brain capacity, but statement 2 is going to be the correct option here. So statement 1 is incorrect and statement 2 is going to be the correct statement. So option 2 is going to be the right answer for this. Right. Here again you have to match A with list 1 with list 2 here. Cry1AC, it is a cry protein which is being extracted from the Bacillus thuringiensis to control the insecticidal here. So cry1AC, yes, automatically it is going to control the corn borer here. Yes, they are the insects here. Cry1AB, they are going to control the cotton bollworms here. Alpha-lactalbumin, it is nothing but the protein which is been present in the milk here. Alpha-1 antitrypsin, it is going to used for the treatment of the emphysema, which is an respiratory disorder here, right? So I have matched it. You can go with the answers given below. Okay, right. Next, select the correct statement here. The first menstrual cycle begins at puberty is called as menopause. It is not called as menopause. The first menstrual cycle which begins at puberty is called as menarche, and where the menstrual cycle ceases around the age of 45 to 50, and the condition is called as the menopause here. It is around the age of 45 to 50 years. Next, lack of menstruation is indicative of pregnancy alone. No, it may be not so here. Yes, definitely if there is any lack of the menstrual cycle, it may be lead to the pregnancy, but it is not in all the condition. It may be due to the stress here, due to the hormonal imbalance. It may lead to the lack of a menstrual cycle here, right? Next, In the absence of fertilization, the corpus luteum degenerates, that causes disintegration of the endometrium. Exactly right here. They have given the definition here. In the absence of fertilization, if there is presence of fertilization, then this corpus luteum develops and it is going to help for the secretion of an pregnancy hormone, and that pregnancy hormone is called as progesterone. If not, in the absence of pregnancy or in the absence of fertilization, it gets degenerated and leads to the disintegration of the endometrium of the uterus, which leads to the menstruation here, right. Graafian follicles secrete the hormone relaxin during the later phase of the pregnancy. It is not the Graafian follicle, it is the corpus luteum here. Okay, so option, that is only C is going to be the correct option here. That is in the absence of fertilization, the corpus luteum degenerates and it is going to lead for the disintegration of the endometrium. Option C is the right option for the given question, right. So here again you have to match it like least 1 with least 2. Reptilia, osteothesis, hemichordates, as well as is, you have to match the correct the character of the given organisms here. So here they have given the classes, okay. So one is phylum here, that is subphylum Hemichordata, and the remaining are the classes here, that is class Reptilia. So class Reptilia, so here the main character of class Reptilia is they are going to help, the locomotion is due to, it is through creeping or crawling, I can call it as, okay. Osteothesis, they are the, you know that superclasses spices, they are going to have 2 classes, that is one is what, the bonifacious as well as Chondrichthyes as well as Osteichthyes. Osteichthyes are the bonifacious, and bonifacious do have air bladder here. They do have air bladder which provides the buoyancy here. Hemichordata, they are going to have the stomochord here. Now this stomochord is nothing but the rudimentary organ which is going to be present in the collar region of balanoglossus here. One, and aves have the crop as well as the gizzard here, which is going to help for the further digestion of the food here. So I have matched it, you can go with the options here. Okay, next coming back to the next here, statement 1 and statement 2, let us see what the statement tells us. Cell-mediated immune response is responsible for graft rejections, yes, automatically. Here statement 2 states that the tissue matching is required before undertaking any graft. Graft is nothing but transplantation of any organ here, okay. So here to reject the transplantation, automatically it is a cell-mediated the immunity here. That's why we are going to give, while transplanting the organs here, while grafting the organs, we are going to give the immune suppressive agents here, okay, so that to overcome the rejections here. And statement 2 states that the mismatch, okay, while transplanting there should be the matching of the blood group should be done, as well as the match of the tissue has also been done to get a successful transplantation or the grafting here. So both the statement 1 and 2 are going to be the correct here, okay. Next. Match the least 1 again with least 1 and least 2 here. Okay, glucosuria, ketonuria, renal calculi as well as glomerulonephritis here. Glucosuria is nothing but the presence of glucose in the urine, and the second one is ketonuria. Ketonuria is nothing but the presence of ketone bodies in the urine here due to the lack of an enzyme, that is phenylalanine hydroxylase enzyme here. Renal calculi, they are the mass of the salts here, mass of the electrolytes of the salts here. Next, which is been formed in the form of kidneys. Then comes that is glomerulonephritis. Glomerulonephritis means nothing but it is an inflammation of the glomerulus here. Okay, so I have told you all the definition of this. That is glucosuria. It is nothing but the presence of glucose in the urine. Ketonuria, the presence of ketone body in the urine here. Yes, presence of ketone. Renal calculi, it is nothing but the insoluble mass of crystalline salt here. And glomerulonephritis, it is nothing but the inflammation of the glomeruli here. Okay, so which is going to have the afferent as well as the efferent arterioles. Right. Now, which of the following statements are true with respect to the cockroach here? Okay, that is the Americana. Cockroaches are dioecious, yes, automatically, where dioecious is nothing but we can differentiate male as well as the female cockroach based upon the presence of the anal style here. Male reproductive system consists of a pair of testes which is going to lie on each lateral side of the 4th to 6th segment of the abdominal here. Each ovary is formed of a group of 8 ovaricles here. Okay, a pair of spermatheca is present in 9th segment. It is 9th segment or 6th segment? It should be in the segment number 6. Okay, spermatheca are present in the 6th segment of the abdominal here, which opens into the genital chamber here. So except D, A, B and C are going to be the correct option. A, B and C are going to be the right here. But here instead of 6th segment there should be, instead of 9th there should be an 6th segment here where the spermatheca is going to be present. Yes. Again here again you have to match. It is a question of what the neurons here. Here neurons based upon the body of the neuron, they have been classified into 3 types. One is unipolar, one is bipolar as well as the multipolar here. Let us see here. So unipolar neurons is nothing but the neurons which are going to have the single body with one axon here. Then the nodes of Ranvier, then these nodes of Ranvier are nothing but a gap between the 2 adjacent myelin sheath here. If this is the axon neuron here, then this is going to be the between the cells here, and between the gap between these two will be the nodes of Ranvier. Afferent nerves and efferent nerves. The nerves which are going to take the message from tissues to the CNS is called as afferent, and if the impulse is going to transfer from the CNS to the tissue is called as efferent here. Efferent here. Afferent is nothing but transmission or impulse from tissues to central nervous, and from central nervous to the tissues is called as the efferent here. So I have matched it. You can just go with the questions given here, right? Yes. Coming back. Yes, this is a direct question where they have given the structure and you have to match with what is the name of the given structure here. So the option 1 is, yes, this is the structure of glycerol here. So this is going to be the glycerol here, and this is going to be the adenine structure, this is going to be the lathin structure, and this is going to be the uracil structure. So A with 4 here, and B with 2, C with 3 and D with 1. I think this is going to be a direct question where you have to remember the structure also and the name of the structures given. So option A is going to be the right here. So coming back to the last session, that is the last question of this session of mock test 9 series here. So let us solve this question. Yes. Match the leads again here with 1 and 2. Isolation of gene, isolation of genetics here, method of removing and use of microparticles here. Okay. So here this isolation of genetics here, again they have given isolation of genetics, method of removing here, right. So here the method, yes, isolation of genetic material, it can be through the DNA, cellulose DNA that separates out on the, that is called as spooling here. Okay, spooling material in plant cells, lysozymes or gold tungsten, use of microparticles. That is nothing but the it is of gold or the tungsten here. Yes. Isolation of genetic material, it is just haphazarded here. Isolation of genetic materials from what? From the plants here. It can be done by with the help of cellulose here, by digesting or separate to get the DNA separate here. And next one is use of microparticles to insert the DNA. We are going to use the gold or the tungsten here. Then last comes that is isolation of the genetic, that is gene gun method. Gene gun method is nothing but isolation of microparticles. Spooling material is nothing but where we are going to use the physical extraction of the DNA from the precipitations here. Then cellulose, it is nothing but isolation of the DNA from what? From the plants here, that is from the plant cell. From the plant cell we are going to use this DNA here, and lysozyme, it is from the bacteria. Isolation of gene from the bacteria, it is with lysozyme. Isolation of genetic material from the plant, it is the cellulase here. And here the next one is use of microparticles, it is the gene gun method here. And next one is a method of removing the DNA, it is through the spooling. It is, the options are just haphazarded here. Okay, so you can go with questions here, right? So this is going to be the question of the mock test series 9. If